Storm Tracker 12 weather with meteorologist Sarah Kress.
Got plenty to talk about today regarding your forecast, but this morning already seeing rain and snow push its way into the region, and wind gusts have already begun to pick up. So let's take a closer look at that. Along the coast, already seeing those southerly winds begin to pick up and into areas as we're heading into the Shasta Valley, especially towards Weed this morning. Now we do have a wind advisory issued for areas into the Rogue Valley. Now it's starting very soon, so we're going to see those winds pick up, and then we have it also as we're issued over east of the Cascades. Now high wind warning is for areas along the coast and down into central Siskiyou County as we're moving throughout the day. Now peak wind gusts possibly up to about 70 miles per hour as we're heading towards the coast, possibly up to 75 along the mountains. Shasta Valley can see those gusts up to 60 miles per hour, into the Rogue Valley up to about 50. So again, very windy day for a lot of us across the region. Current temperatures this morning, it is pretty chilly, 26 degrees into Klamath Falls, 34 into Medford, 46 as we're heading over towards Brookings, 31 into Montague. In some areas this morning, you could expect ice on the road, so do make sure you are taking your time no matter where you are this morning. But today, we will expect our temperatures to get up into the 40s as we're heading over to our west side valleys. A lot of areas east of the Cascades, expect your temperatures to stay in the 30s for the day, but heading over towards the coast to get a high of 52 as we're heading towards Brookings. And we're continuing to track the roads as we're heading throughout the day. Like I mentioned, seeing icy conditions, especially along the passes, seeing some snow along the Siskiyou Summit, and then we'll be keeping a very close eye on areas towards Mount Shasta as we're moving through the day, dealing with that winter storm warning starting at 1 p.m. and until 4 p.m. tomorrow. So we're expecting pretty heavy snowfall at times, along with those strong winds are going to make it very difficult to be outside. But taking a look at Stormcast timing out today, already seeing rain and snow push its way in. As we're heading into the morning, we'll see it grow in intensity, but we're really tracking are those afternoon, evening, and overnight hours, as that's where we're going to start to see a lot of that snowfall fall pretty quickly. And as we're heading down into Northern California, we're expecting a lot of that heavy, wet snow. So it's not going to be a very pleasant time if you're outside. As we're heading over towards the coast, we're expecting some heavy rainfall as well, possibly 2 to 4 inches falling along the coast. And if you're heading along our passes into southern Oregon, we are also expecting heavy snowfall, especially as you're heading towards Mount Ashland and Crater Lake. So try to avoid the passes this weekend if you can. But where will we see snow? Well, snow levels are going to be staying ranging from about 3,500 feet to about 4,500 feet as we're moving through the next few days. As we're waking up Sunday morning, expect temperatures to be very chilly, but we're not going to be seeing snow continue to last that long. But let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast for the coast. Again, we'll expect rain as we're moving through the weekend over into Northern California. Also going to be very windy. We're tracking that winter storm warning, so definitely make sure you're taking your time. If you're heading along the roads, try to avoid the I-5 near Mount Shasta if you can. Over into the Klamath Basin, also expecting heavy rain and snow at times. Over into the mountains as well, winds are going to be picking up as we're moving through the day. And finally, back over into the Rogue Valley. We're going to start seeing winds pick up as we're moving through this morning and rain begin to move its way in. Right now, you're taking a look out near Chiloquin. We'll be right back.